Alright, welcome back. So, Tizu takes you on a journey for a couple of days through, for a number of days through the jungle. Tizu is slow and ploddy, but Tizu knows how to kind of, like, worm its way through the jungle very effectively. You'll kind of get to know a little bit of your guide. Okizia. He seems ambitious. Enjoys his life here. Tizu is an old girl. Very good. Yes. She does a good job of taking us places, especially in more dangerous areas. You know, we don't usually have to worry about the large predators, or some of the smaller ones. Did you see the, holes in the village? We have a type of plant there that repels some of the larger, dinosaurs.
Oh.
He'll actually say, like, again in that Draconic, the thundering lizards first before correcting himself to dinosaurs in common kind of thing. Mostly it's the herbivores that can kind of wander in. Let me tell you, when a herd of brontosauruses wander into your campsite, it is not pleasant.
Oh. Well, not to be alarming, but there was a pack walking pretty close to the village when we got there.
They're all around.
Oh, okay.
The jungle is filled with beasts. See, there's some now. Tiny ones, scavengers. And to our right, the pack of predators. They would kill us in a heartbeat if it was not for Tizu, or at least attempt to.
Oh. That's reassuring. What you know about bats in the area?
Not much. There are some around. There are plenty of smaller mammalian creatures around. It's quite interesting. Some say that scientists say that mammals were quite new to Cholt. That with our dinosaurs ruled over here for long periods of time when they disappeared from other parts of the world, and only to about maybe 10,000 years ago was the earliest time that. I'm sorry, it would have been like 100,000 years ago was the earliest time that the first mammals came into Cholt and began to find their way in.
Oh.
Yes. We have some quite interesting species, too.
Do any of them, like, fly around in the daytime? And, like, follow people?
Bats? There are bats here. I do not know about following people and flying around in the daytime.
Okay.
But we have some other interesting species that have popped up here since. It seems as Cholt's unique makeup has allowed for species that have disappeared in other parts of Toril, at least in Faerun and other similar continents, to be pushed here.
Oh.
We have some ancient mammals, too, that have moved in. The great elephants, the hairy elephants of Cholt, the massive mammoths. They are normally in the southern parts of Cholt, though.
Yeah, so you can, like, train one to, like, ride and carry things, because, like, they got that whole trunk thing going on to pick stuff up, you know?
I'm sure.
Pretty fun.
But they are closer to the Sanrak Mountains.
Ah.
And the Sky Lizard Mountains. Of course, that is not too far from where we are now, past the Peaks of Flames. And occasionally you have to deal with the big-toothed cats.
They don't sound particularly fun.
No. But again, they do not wander in from the southwestern parts of Cholt. The Valley of Dread is sort of the borderlines of Cholt. It seems that all those thousands of years ago they moved into that area and kind of changed the dynamic of it, driving our larger beasts up into this northern area. The mountain ranges, which form a barrier around much of Chult, have kept things in. It is very interesting to see the dynamics between the nature, and to see how Chult has changed and evolved with two groups of ancient creatures living together side by side. Scientists say that Chult is the last bastion of dinosaurs in all of the world. Of course, now there are places and parks and zoos all across Faerun and many of the other countries. Karator occasionally asks for shipping in of some of our larger beasts. Of course, it's hard to ship so far.
Yeah, I feel like getting one on a boat would be difficult.
I believe, well, I cannot remember the name of it, but one of the capital cities within Karator has a herd of brontosauruses. They brought it in a few hundred years ago. I've been breeding them since.
We should go check them out. That sounds pretty fun. Yeah, see them without imminent danger.
Where are you from? What part of the world are you from?
Oh, we just wait. Where the fuck are we from?
Calamsham?
Calimport.
In Calimport, the city? Yeah.
Calamsham is the country.
Oh. Have you been to the zoo in Calimport?
Not yet. So it's kind of convincing me to go, though.
I've heard tales it is a very good one. Best in the region.
Can you, like, buy animals from it? Or is that...
Oh, no.
Oh.
Though if you're looking for something a little bit more exotic, I'm sure there are some exotic trade ports in Mezro, if you wanted to look into that. They are not always on the up and up, though. Especially if you want to find something that's trained. I've only been to Mezro once in my lifetime, as part of a trade journey.
They have a really interesting drink there if you ever go back.
There are plenty of interesting drinks around here.
This one specifically, so you'll know it when you hear it, kind of thing.
Well, if it's something I missed, I will have to try it out. It's always interesting seeing these things that are shipped into Mezro or along the river from your countries and farther off. Joltier has always been very insular. You would think that in the middle of the jungle we would not be connected to the outside world. But unfortunately, a settlement as large as this must be. In these modern days. The number of villages which just dot the landscape is many.
So what do you think of if got someone back in the village that is very interesting in attracting tourists?
Yes. Yes, our old, it is interesting to see that we have, these connections still, to the old times, to the past. It seems that, many of us want to see a change in what is going on. More emphasis on this modern world we've found ourselves in. There are still some that wish to go to the past, but it is strange to see that a religious figure such as himself would wish to push us into more of a modern day.
And honestly, if I was you, I would get all the modern conveniences you can. Do you have coffee here? If you don't, you should get coffee.
You should definitely get coffee.
It's so good.
It's probably the best thing out of this time.
In the old days, Anathema ruled us completely, the one that you saw there. But About 500 years ago, there was a revolution. Though we still worship Mershalk, our connection to Mershalk was weakened, and we found less of the divine grace. The anathema still live forever, but or they could. But those that are chosen will find themselves live a lifetime, or if they find a calling, live two, and after that they will give themselves up, pass it on the right nowadays. He is new to his job. He was a friend of mine who found the blessings of Mershalk. He will probably outlive me, but eventually, like all of his kind for the last 500 years, he will find a point and take his own existence in order to pass the power on. It seems that great oppressions occurred in our area. Up until then, under the anathema, there was a sort of revolution. We were led by one who found this ability to pass its power and created this. He finds someone that is worthy and passes it along. Someone that lives for protecting our people. The soul of the serpent is the soul of us all. It means the great sacrifices of old are not needed to create an anathema, though, too. I hear the ancient rituals that originally gave birth to them were horrible.
Oh, yeah, we've heard the same. Yeah. I think
Many scars can still be seen within Nangalore and Hisari. Though I don't think tourists visit Hisari, do they?
I wouldn't say none.
We occasionally make religious rituals to there, leave offerings to the old gods.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yes. It is a way for us to still give thanks to Mershalk. He is our progenitor, even though his voice is very, very rarely heard nowadays. Even the anathemas do not hear it. Occasionally, though, one is born within our kind that is, how you say it, pale-skinned.
Oh.
They have red eyes and nearly white skin. And they, hear the voices of Mershalk. Well. How about you? How are things in your city? Again, I have been to Mezro before, but my home is my home, and I love it. But I would be curious as to the kind of world that you see here. I hear your cities on the TV are quite different than ours.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a whole thing. There are car beasts everywhere, and always gotta pay money for everything.
Yeah, there's lots of.
I feel like we would have learned by now that they're just called cars.
I feel like at this point it's just a car beast.
Yeah, it's just that's all that you say it is. It's like car. No, car beast. Come on, it's what it is.
It's his full name.
There are lots of houses and pump houses,
Mm.
apartments or something.
Lots of noise. Very different from the nature noises.
Oh, so you're from a place like similar to our own, yes? One with such
Yes. I'm originally from, and I completely forget the name. Hold on. Well, anyway, I give him the name.
Interesting. There are very few places like our own which manage to keep our old traditions, yet hold them forward. I respect you for believing in some of them. Come, Tizu. let us take our new friends to their place. Hop to it. Good girl, hop to it. Yip, yip. So time will pass, and you will arrive back at the boat. Your barrel of gas that you needed.
Yay!
We've made it.
Mm-hmm. Well, my new friends, you ever in Schult again? Perhaps we will
Jungel Wood, that's what it's called. Anyway.
If you ever in Schult again, perhaps we will meet. Otherwise, safe journeys to you. And may the blessings of those that you worship be upon you.
I'm flipping my gold coin. Yeah, see if we can trade that for something.
He's gonna actually get out a
Thank you.
pouch of something and toss it to you. And in return,
Ooh.
it is what you seek for your journey back.
What I see?
It's these very nice beans.
Oh. I literally got asked the other day, what drugs have you done in D&D? That's not that. I think that was from Lindsay.
Look,
was
that's
either
only
from
because
Oklahoma.
in their game, one of them has like horrible like trauma and keeps getting into escapism, which is included mainly smoke leaf, aka marijuana.
One of them also has a mushroom book, and they are looking for the psychedelic mushrooms as soon as they can.
I think that's a different one of our groups, but the one with us,
Oh.
so far they have stumbled into 2 other types of like illegal substances, and neither have had good results with them. Except the last one, in which I gave like traumatic hallucinations to the one. So
Oh no!
basically, remembering the day her mother had to leave. She's a half demon, and yeah, her mother was the
It's your
demon.
mother.
And her father, her grandfather, is basically like was lord of a massive evil cult, and Grandpa found them, so Mom had to
man.
leave.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so yeah, that's a traumatic thing to remember.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great hallucination to have.
Your mother going back to hell.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
But anyway, yeah. So, I mean,
Nice.
there are characters that do a lot more and a lot worse things. So, you mean, anyway. But coffee beans. No, it's a bag of like coffee beans.
God damn it.
Coffee!
But also, yeah, coffee.
You wanted like something better?
Until we brew it and then we get high as fuck.
Uh huh. Cause like some kind of weird jungle coffee.
Yeah.
Could be. Anyway.
Jungle coffee. The captain will also kind of give a tendril wave.
How'd the mess go? Clean it up?
Okay. How's your trip?
Good.
Is that the
Wait.
gnome?
No, that's the quasit.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, the
you're here.
Was he? Wait, where is he?
He's standing on top of the box. Oh, God! Ah, yeah! He turns into a centipede, crawls into the box, and turns back. He was
I
outside.
appreciate, I
Can we
appreciate
stick him
you
in
playing.
like the tank instead?
You know, if we cover that in a bug net.
That might be helpful.
I'll just chew through it.
2 bug nets.
How is the Snake City?
Snaky.
Why would we tell you anything?
Oh, okay.
Also that.
See anything good on TV?
Why are you talking?
You goddamn fat motherfucker. Goddamn. I'm gonna fucking throw the empty can of spawn just at the fucking cage. And I'm just storming off. I'm storming off. I'm just going below deck. I'm done. Fucked with me the entire time. Oh my god.
Yep.
Again, I knew out of character the whole time.
I was thinking it was someone else. Or like one of his friends.
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, I already knew he could get out of the cage and transform.
Yep.
It's more just, can they transform into a bat?
Yeah.
My character does not know, but I'm still suspicious.
Oh.
Now we know.
Yep. Quasits is shape changers.
God damn quasit.
I think they can only turn into like a rat, a centipede, and a bat. But
Yeah, there's only a couple
That's enough.
forms they can turn into, but still, yeah. In the last week, the professor has now degraded into some kind of savage. He's torn up the cushions in the living area and made some kind of rudimentary armor with those and some pots and pans that he's now wearing. He has a spear which has a video cassette on one end and a knife. So it's
I'm gonna turn to the Chul and go, do you have any larger cages?
I wasn't going to mess with him.
Yeah, he seems a little dangerous.
You're pretty sure he's got some kind of brown stuff smeared on his face, almost like a tribal stuff.
No.
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 The question still stands.
Oh.
He hasn't started a fire, but he's got a small mini grill, and he's grilling what looks to be some kind of lizard over top of it. You're back. Oh, they didn't eat you. They snake people.
No, they didn't. Are you okay?
I'm one with the jungle now, as they all are. They just kept disappearing.
Okay.
And then I was alone. And now I am the last one. The last survivor of us all. Don't worry. When they eat you, I will remember you. I will eat your memory and remember it in my soul.
Okay. Well, we're gonna be heading
I, for one,
back.
can't wait till we bring him back to civilization. Hopefully he can get some help.
We're
There's
going
all-
back home now, so you'll be fine.
We'll never be fine again. It stalks us. In our dreams. The spines. The snake. The monsters. Once you mess with the god of snakes, its spined monsters come and tear you apart. That's what we get for hunting that beast.
Did my pillow deserve being torn up because of the stalking spine monsters, though?
But I had to rebuild him! The great hunter! There's a pillow man with those feet attached to it.
Oh no!
like a doll he made.
Oh no!
You're pretty sure it's supposed to be the shape of the dwarf.
What did we do to this dwarf? Death would have been kinder.
So it's got the dwarven made of pillows and stuff and some other stuff some kind of doll man with these feet attached to the end.
This poor gnome.
Well, feel like worshipping the dwarf isn't a good idea. He was
No. He's to be sacrificed when it comes.
I mean, I can get with that, I guess.
Okay. Yes, I won't burn it down right now then.
No burning. Thrown to the beast. Within it is the way to kill the beast.
Did you put dynamite in the goddamn pillows? Tell me now, did you put dynamite in the goddamn pillows?
Boom!
I'm immediately ripping my hand into that and taking away the dynamite.
No! Inside is not just dynamite. It's some kind of bomb.
Oh no.
Oh!
Can we just, like, toss the whole thing, like, away?
Do we want to... Oh, should I throw this overboard? I don't like having this on board.
Yeah, maybe just toss into the water.
Yeah. So, do you have any use for this? You are the only one that knows how these work.
Why am I the one who knows how these work?
You helped set
What
up
who did it?
the explosion the first time. That is more experience than the rest of us.
Don't you need some of
Fair.
these, though? For the...
Oh,
to get
shit.
back?
Tree, yeah.
Maybe just keep it with the captain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go give it to the captain.
Well, he didn't take all the dynamite. Wasn't there like a...
There was part of a... He had like a container of it, and he used a bunch of it on the dam kind of thing, the dam blockage. And then, like, he used a good chunk of what's left. You might have enough for the tree without what's in here. You're not
Anyway,
sure
it's still
because
better
you're
to
not
keep
experts.
it, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't want to let the gnome keep it.
Yeah.
But it's his dummy bomb, where he can sacrifice it to the snake monsters and have it blow up.
Yeah, but we don't know what he'll consider a snake monster.
Yeah, if it's me getting up in the middle of the night, like...
I've also
I've got
found ways
keys.
to discover the invisible spine monsters. I will
Yeah,
sense
but
them
I
when they
can't-
come.
Is he like
I
touching the
don't
things
know
on his
if you
face?
will.
Yeah, he's like making motions of this stuff under his eyes.
You're gonna get pink eye. And we are not curing your pink eye.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
We may have to keep him as a pet.
Yeah. Oh.
Don't worry, I've planned for all of you. When they come, as he like has like a container with like some kind of stuff in there,
What?
like brown
What?
stuff, like this little like container he'll like open up and like show all of you.
Oh no!
When you need to see.
I can see. Your eyes are gonna swell shut,
Don't worry, you will see them.
and you won't see shit. Well, you'll see more shit. It's gonna. Oh, that's all in there. Oh.
Don't worry, the screams won't happen again. Oh, don't use that room.
Why?
It is trapped for the invisible things.
Oh no.
Did you set explosives up on the fucking boat?
Oh, no.
What is it then?
I will show you. See? When they come in here and come to kill us. He'll open the door. There's like more like pillow dolls in each of the hammocks that normally you would sleep in.
He's
you
pulling
come
a
in here-
photo right now.
He'll like move like his like spear in and kind of like trip something, and like these two like things of like these two things will swing down, covered in looks like kitchen knives and sharp things, and kind of pincer together in the doorway. See? I must reset it now. So when they come to kill us, they will come to our beds, and it will kill them.
Did you at least save some actual beds for us to sleep in?
It's perfectly good floor.
Oh.
Oh, I did find you some spots to sleep in. That's right. You'll notice that each of the dolls is slightly shaped like each of you.
Oh no, I don't like it.
Not very well. Come over here. He leads you back to the main living area, like, where he tore up some stuff and, like, made, like, a little campsite. He's like, here, see, room. As, like, he's, like, showing you, like, in, like, what remains of the furniture almost built in are, like, little, like, hidey holes, almost. We sleep here. You crawl into here. Don't worry. We won't sleep again. Not until they are dead. And we live again. And the snake is destroyed.
I'm going to go help the captain. Priscilla said
Just a
no.
slow turn away and just no.
I like him.
Misha is waiting a little bit to, like, trying to decide whether she wants to entertain this or not.
Uh-huh.
She feels
I
bad.
like him. I think we should support this more.
She also actively remembers just a bunch of gnomes dying in her arms, so she's like, probably just having sympathy for him, like, okay, I guess so.
I didn't want them to die. I wasn't intending for it. Oh man, gnomes. Yeah, the quasit's like standing next to you guys, like on something. He's like, I like him.
Why?
When you don't like him, please go back into your cage.
You could have watched him these last few days, and it would have been so much more entertaining than following us and annoying the shit out of me.
Exactly.
Like, look what you missed.
I think he did a fine job on his own. Maybe you should booby trap this door.
Maybe we should
Small.
lock him in here.
The small lizard is right. It speaks to me. I should trap that door too.
He's
You
one
know
of the
this-
bad things.
Yeah,
I don't know why he's slowly going insane.
He was left to his own devices after seeing like everyone around him murdered in like a horrible way, with devils popping into existence next to them. He is super going crazy.
Not to mention, there's a demon popping in and out of existence on occasion nearby.
Yes. Doesn't help.
Oh.
Spies are all around us. See? That's why I've killed them all. As like there's a bunch of like dead birds that seem to have been strapped up.
But you missed the actual spy that's...
Exactly.
Wow. Wow.
And you're trying to trust him?
I wasn't here. I'm gonna get back in my cage.
Thank you.
Just stating.
I just like got a can of Sporm.
This is...
But we'll end it here with the quasit with a can of Sporm. Because he's been able to escape the entire time and keeps coming back in there. Because he's a quasit. He just keeps going back in there.
Fuzzy is so fucking stressed.
And the gnome has gone completely, like, insane survivalist.
Priscilla's kind of just done. Like, let's just get back. I want to go back to building a cult.
Yeah.
I'm done with the jungle. The jungle sucks.
Like, the jungle is nice. It's the people that are
You met one nice guy. Everyone you're traveling with is like awful. There's bomb dwarf.
I'll just slowly push
The gnomes
him
are more-
out
the-
the room and lock him in there.
The gnomes are more annoying when they're almost all dead than they were when they were all alive.
Yeah, they're much worse. Much worse. Like, we should have got none of them or all of them. There was no in between.
Lisa wants to try to help him, but she also knows that everyone else on the ship hates them. So she's like, oh no. What do I do?
I really love how they're more annoying when they're almost all dead.
Oh.
Oh.
It's so good. No, it's Jane's dad to me still, so it's even better.
It's Jane's dad gone completely insane.
Yeah, I love thinking about it. It makes me very happy.
Oh. But anyway, we gotta get going. Why don't we give some shout outs of where to find everybody, what they're up to, kind of things like that. Hey, I think I didn't give early shout outs today. I forgot to do that because my brain is just like fried often. But we'll say, we'll start with Jinx today.
Oh. I'm Jinx Jams on Twitch and Twitter. I'm gonna be on one of my friends' streams later.
Nice.
Playing some games, so it's gonna be fun.
Cool. And we'll go to how about Worm? We'll go that direction.
Hey, I'm Diamond Worm. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWorm or @DiamondWorm on Twitter. Yeah, I mean, I post things on occasion on Twitter.
Okay.
I'll get back to streaming eventually on Twitch.
Okay. And then Jess.
I am Bubblegum Viking. Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And I'll do something at some point. That'll happen.
Yep.
Yep.
And myself, Dracovin. I stream pretty much most days. Not everyone, but most of them. Pretty daily. I will be back tomorrow for some kind of gaming. If you're looking for more role-playing games, Thursday for some more D&D. The D&D meets Magic the Gathering game at 8 p.m. EST. We'll be back next week at our normal time of 10 a.m. EST. No Legacies of Kain this week. We just, two of us were going to be busy this week. So, hey, I can't play with one player. I could, but it would be
So we should have done Dawn's Magical Adventure this week!
I mean, it could have, but, I didn't know that we were going to have no one. And it would have been, a much more epic magical adventure. I think you had a pretty good magical adventure.
Oh, it was good. And then at the end you just say, and then you don't remember a thing.
I mean, there was a lot of it you technically don't remember.
Yeah.
But, anyway. So yeah, we should be back for both things next week, hopefully. And other than that, yeah, links down below for myself, and I'll throw the links for players up in chat, if I can spell correctly. Yay, there we go. But everybody, have yourselves a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy, all that kind of stuff, and hopefully we'll see you next week. But until then, farewell, everyone.
Bye!